Hey guys, how's it going? Kulprit here, and I just watched a great movie. I just watched a 17-minute movie. I believe Michael Bay directed it. Lots of explosions, tons of action going on. No, really, listen. Well, first, let me apologize. Obviously, you're not seeing the trailer itself, the 17 minutes. Reason is, I'm not allowed to. I know you're seeing it on other sites. Trust me. It's under an embargo for 72 hours. Only the attendees have the right to upload that footage now until Saturday morning. You will see it on other sites, but slowly YouTube CMS is probably going to take it down. I'm not going to run the risk of that, so I'm going to put it to Battlefield 3 footage. It's out of my hands, guys. I apologize. Now, there's a chance tomorrow I will be doing a commentary over the footage on another site. If that does come to fruition, I will, of course, make a little video here linking you to it. You will not miss a thing. So, watch the background footage if you want or not. Minimize it. Just listen to my commentary, whatever you might want to do. Whatever floats your boat. Obviously, today I'm going to talk about the Battlefield 4 reveal. I'm mostly going to talk about the 17-minute trailer, which I got to say, good job to DICE and EA. That's kind of unusual, guys. We did get the 60-minute TV spot, they call it, the trailer, which is usually all you get. And maybe we get some deets. But we did get this 17-minute trailer, which is pretty cool. A lot of stuff to look at there, which again, I'm thankful for. Good job on them. Basically, there's plenty of time to get into kind of the nuts and bolts and what I like, what I dislike. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to enjoy it now. We got a good 6 months at least, probably. I'm not going to get too critical. I'm not going to get too crazy. I'm just going to enjoy it. And I think you guys should too. This is a fun time. This is like Christmas if you're a big Battlefield 3 guy like I am and like I know most of you guys are. It's exciting. It's bittersweet though, because we're staring at, Battlefield 3 is getting kind of old and I will miss it. It means a lot to me. But I'm ready. I am ready to start looking ahead and seeing what else is in store. So I have a list of things that I just watched the trailer. I watched it about 3 times. Yeah, that was my morning. I'm gonna just got some comments I want to make on it. Nothing too crazy, but things I just wanted to share with you guys. I'm gonna do another video following this one up, probably today, maybe tomorrow, talking about some of the things I saw on this that I might be able to infer over into multiplayer. Maybe we can't, but just some ideas I had, some things we saw that, hey, that might be fun with multiplayer. Hey, that might be a nightmare in multiplayer. I don't know. We'll see. Just gonna have some fun with this stuff. It's a new stuff to talk about, so let's get to it. They announced fall 2013, which we knew. The interesting thing is that means that Battlefield 4 will be coming out before the next-gen consoles. Now, I have all the way at the end of this list, which I'm just gonna bring up now and talk here. Watching this, it's beautiful. It's tons of particle effects, explosion. How on earth is this gonna run on current-gen consoles? I don't know, guys. What this means is, if I was gonna always be recommending, guys, if you're a serious Battlefield player, you're looking to play Battlefield 4 with any level of seriousness, get off the current consoles. It's not gonna be optimal. It's not gonna be designed for it. It's not gonna run that well. You're gonna be playing Battlefield 4 light, in my opinion. I don't see how this stuff is gonna work on the current consoles. The current consoles are pretty much maxed with Battlefield 3. They're looking up the ante. Bail out of that ship right now. I know most of you would have, but what this means is that you guys might have to just kind of either not play Battlefield 4 for 2 months. Let's say you're planning on getting a 720 or a PS4. What do you do? Do you really buy this for the current gen consoles, which I can't recommend? Hopefully we'll find some more details. Or do you wait a month or two until I don't know. We need more details. I think that's kind of weird. Of course, my recommendation is to go into PC, but you guys all hate to hear that. But I thought that was interesting that they're going to overlap. It's clearly going to be a launch title for the 720 and the PS4. And I think those guys will definitely be able to handle it, and it'll be interesting to see what the exact specs those will be pushing as far as Battlefield 4. Then, the single player. This, oh my goodness, this drives me nuts. This is kind of a game-wide thing. The guy is actually playing single player. He's playing the campaign. Looks to me like it's the first 17 minutes of the campaign because it introduces the Chinese and stuff, and I'll get into that. But can we get somebody who can play the game? I mean, Jesus. You spend, what, maybe arguably hundreds of millions of dollars developing this game. You make billions of dollars off of this game. And it's like you call up, hey, yeah, housekeeping. Can you send Joe up here? We need someone to demo our $300 million game right now. Thanks. Cool. What do you do? This guy can't play. He can't shoot. He can't aim. It's funny. I mean, the only theory is that they just want to show, hey, COD noobs, look, if this guy's playing blindfolded and can do it, you guys can do it too. Don't be intimidated by our tactics, strategy, and recoil. No. I don't know. It's a pet peeve of mine. It drives you crazy. You see the guy, and he's shooting, the 320 on a straight laser line. It's just crazy. It's like, seriously, it's like the CEO came down and was like, no, I will play this now. and you will record it and you will publish it, and you know nobody else can be like, that's not a good idea, sir. Yeah, we would like to actually have a pro that do this and really demonstrate the power, but it's funny, and like I said, a lot of games do this, and it's like, I don't know, I don't know if there's some strategic reason, like they're trying to show you the lowest level common denominator, like, hey, this guy can play, you can do it. I'd like to see a guy that can aim. Now, I guess the flip side of that coin is, perhaps the game's clunky right now. They might not have any sensitivity adjustments, who knows, but it's just funny. You watch the guy, he can't aim, he can't really do anything. Another thing I noticed, no tint. I didn't see blue, I didn't see orange, I didn't see nothing. Of course, I don't know that we saw it. Did we see it in beta last in Battlefield 3? I don't know that we did, and then it just popped up. And we had this tint all over the place. So, that remains to be seen. I hope not. Come on, guys. You make this engine that makes a beautiful environment. Let me see it as it is. Sun glare, too, was not as bad. It was there. You know, we saw it in the sky. It didn't seem to be as blinding. Now, maybe that's lost in the processing and all that stuff. Who knows? Hopefully they tone that down a little bit, guys. Come on, it's beautiful. Don't get me wrong. But I don't need my burned retinas while I'm playing. Now, let's talk about Frostbite 2, the engine. I know they said Frostbite 3. I don't know. That's just a number to me. It seems more like Frostbite 2 Plus, Frostbite 2.5. It seems like this is what we thought Frostbite 2 was going to be. The cinematics are impressive. Obviously, we saw the campaign, single player, a lot of cinematics. We saw a 17-minute video. What were half of that? Probably, like, not cutscenes, but cinematics and rally type things. Particle and debris effects, that was impressive. That jumped out at me. I'm not usually somebody that goes for that, but that was like, wow, these explosions were crazy, and there was debris and stuff flying everywhere. Seemed like full destruction, at least in the single player. Everything was blown up, everything, and that was cool. But caveat, we saw that in Battlefield 3. You know, single player trailers. Remember, we saw buildings falling over. We saw all kinds of stuff. Never saw a building fall over in release. So, you know, take it, go with guarded optimism. But it's there. It can handle it. Again, how on earth are the current consoles going to handle that? I just don't see it happening, guys. Even I worry about the next-gen console, so we'll see. I mean, again, we need more details on that, but it looks impressive. The capability is there to harness, if they harness it properly. Very rich settings. I mean, when they're walking through that warehouse, there's just stuff everywhere. You know, I can envision that as a map, multiplayer map. Very, you know, even walking through the forest, the foliage and things look really good. I worry that it might be too hard to see people, but I guess that's a problem with fighting in jungles and forests, so bring it on, you know. Enemies getting hit looked very weird to me. Look, you know, like, you know, sometimes you get the ragdoll stuff. It just looked weird. It looked unusual to me, but that can be refined. But that stood out to me in the first couple of minutes. I saw him shoot somebody. I was like, that doesn't look so good. And I mean, it looks fine in Battlefield 3, so I have faith that they'll fix that. No suppression. I don't know if there was no suppression or if they changed suppression. It seemed to be there was like a flinch when you get hit. I didn't really see, you guys saw the dude buggy was shooting at him with a big mounted machine gun. I didn't see any suppression. He was hiding behind the concrete thing. But I did later on. It's hard to tell if it's suppression blurriness or if it's just debris flying around. So suppression, the word's out on suppression. We don't know yet. Have they removed it? Have they not implemented it yet? Have they tweaked it? We don't know. We'll need more info on that. One of the coolest things I saw, the alternative sights. Everybody saw it. Everybody's talking about it. You know, you're looking down. You got your ACOG. You roll the gun. You got some iron sights. Very cool. We've seen the flip optics and stuff. Medal of Honor Warfare, that type of stuff. Now we've seen kind of the dual optics in Arma 3, where you've got the little kind of the red dot mounted on top of a higher powered. Very cool, but it kind of goes against what I thought they would do, because now you have the best of both worlds. You have an ACOG, and if it's really that easy to just roll it, because it seemed very quick, and use iron sights, like I'm going to always run an ACOG and irons. You know, there's no decision making there, which I thought they would want to do. Enforce more decisions, and obviously have more attachments and things. So we'll see how that is. Very cool feature, though. I enjoyed that. Looked very cool. I miss using iron sights. You can't really use iron sights in Battlefield 3 without giving away a little bit of an advantage. So it'll be fun to have that in, because some of the guns, I think, are at their most beautiful when they're using irons. Spotting. This thing was weird. You guys saw the guy would, like, plunge his hand like this. I don't know if he's got a button in his palm or what. And everybody on his screen, all enemies, were spotted with the triangle Dorito thing. It seemed like he was calling in like Overwatch or whatever, hotspots they call them. I think in the radio chatter in the thing. It marked everyone. Obviously, this could be OP. Who knows if this will translate to a multiplayer? It could be a piece of equipment that you have to choose. Hey, I want that. Transmitter, radio. Maybe one character class can do it. I don't know. That would be cool. You do take your hand off the gun. Like I said, he goes like this. You guys can't see it. He goes like this. So I'm assuming I mean, maybe you could hip fire or something, but it does limit you, which I do like. I did actually see Rival and X Factor. I did a little talk this morning. They talked about this a little bit, and they like that trade-off where you have to make a decision. You're going to put your pants down to do that call in. Do you do it, or do you just keep firing and holding your ground? Because as we know, we all just spam Q. It's literally as you're moving your gun, you're sighting smoke or something, you're spamming Q. As soon as it pops up, then you fire. So it changes that a little bit, but we'll see. I didn't like the fact that everything on your screen lit up. I like the idea that you actually have to see somebody to spot them, but you know, that could be tweaked. But that was interesting. You see they're changing that up. That is clearly a Battlefield experience type thing, so we'll see. Again, it could just be single player. Who knows? But it did seem in that once they were spotted, your AI teammates and the chopper brought a lot more of the attack to them. So that was interesting, I thought. Confirmed. Let's just confirm some things that I saw on there. You know, guns, that type of thing. Obviously, U.S., Russia, and they announced China at the end of the trailer. We know 3 faction. Here we go. Some of those rumors are starting to be legitimized. Female character again. Is that only a campaign? We gonna get a love story? I'll bet you $100 she dies, because it just, you know, they're going to try to yank your heart around. Some of the weapons, M16, obviously, AEK 971 making a comeback, 416, 249 SAW, 870 shotgun, I'm going to talk about that in a second, MP Rex, G17, 320, M32 launcher, I think that funky launcher was called, shotgun. Clearly, in the single player, this guy went from M16, tucked that away somewhere, but we'll say he had a harness, sling, pulled out an 870 secondary. Now, if you watch, this thing was very compact. It had the foldable foregrip and a little some kind of optic kind of halo sight or hollow sight. Are we getting shotguns as secondaries? I don't know. Like that was an 870 variant, but it was very compact. It looked like it was not meant to be a primary. So that's interesting. Are we going to see shotguns as secondaries? I don't know. Again, because then he dropped that and he went for like a 320 grenade launcher too. So he had all kinds of stuff all over him. I don't know. Could just be a single player thing. But, you know, there's been shotguns as secondaries. I don't know that I don't want to see that. I like handgun play. I think it fits. If you run your ammo dry, you should be at a little bit of a disadvantage. You just pull out a shotgun. It's kind of frustrating. But, you know, hey, if that's what they do, we'll all learn to deal with it. It looks a lot like Battlefield 3. Definitely, to me, it's an evolution, not a revolution, as they've been saying. Battlefield 3.5, Battlefield 3 Plus, whatever you want to call it. I'm okay with this. This game does not need to be revolutionized. It's current. It's very good. You know, it's still, I think, ahead of any game out there. At Battlefield 3, I'm saying. So there's no need to push the next evolution, the next revolution, I should say. Refine it, optimize it, build on it. And I hope that's what they're doing. And that's whatever, all the signs we've been pointing at. I like that. Continue that way, guys. Couple crazies here. I put up a stupid little video. It may have been taken down by now. Attack dogs. No, I'm kidding. You know, in the beginning, the guy gets attacked by the dogs, kill streaks kind of thing. But, you know, one concern I have, and you know, we know their love affair with Call of Duty, and I'm making a jest right here, but I'm putting it in here because I'm a little, like, 3% worried about it. Kill streaks. Some kind of kill streaks. Maybe not as we know it with COD, but it's clear that EA wants to directly compete with Call of Duty and get a slice of that pie. Again, what's to say that little calling in, you know, full screen spotting isn't some kind of a kill streak or a perk or a point streak, whatever you want to call it. You get the idea. Or, you know, maybe it's on a cooldown timer and somebody else has to put a drone in the air and then you can call these things in. I don't know. I hope not. I don't think so. But would I be shocked if we got some form of that in the game? No. So we'll see. And that's why I made a joke about attack dogs, to show you that I'm just kind of kidding about that. But I hope 6 months from now I can watch this video and still have a laugh and not cry. So we'll see. Again, this is the last point I had for this video. How on earth is this going to play on existing consoles? I don't know, guys. So if you're sitting on an existing console right now, start thinking, start coming up with an alternative plan. Unfortunately, you know, PC is the only one you could have, you know, in place for release day. Next gen consoles, we don't have word. Obviously, we're thinking holidays. So December might be a month or so, you know, before. Now, who knows? Maybe they'll push this release date back to end of November, just so that there's a closer window there. I don't know. We'll see. We need more details on that. But I don't think you're going to get the Battlefield 4 experience on, you know, current consoles. I don't want to start a console PC war. That's not the point of this. I'm just giving you guys a heads up. You got 6 months now. plenty of time to start saving for that next gen console or a PC, whatever suits you, whatever your personal taste dictates. But get that plan going. Work your butt off over summer. Stash some money aside, because I don't think you're going to want to be playing on existing consoles. That's my recommendation. So there you go, guys. That's just some thought I had from the 17-minute trailer. Hey, Saturday morning, I'm looking at the time. It's about 15-minute commentary now. So I'll probably just slap this over the trailer and re-upload it for you guys as soon as I can. I hate that embargo. That's the way EA wants to do it. They're playing big business. I understand, but it's frustrating at the same time. As a community member of Battlefield, big Battlefield 3 supporter for a long time now, I don't feel like I should be handicapped, but that's a whole other topic. Let me know what you guys think. Always, guys, let me know what you think, especially on days like this. There's a lot of, you know, talk and conjecture, and nobody knows exactly. I'm waiting for more details, not just trailers and things. I want details. I want some text and telling me how things are going to work. Hopefully, they're not going to give us the, you know, the dice wait of 2 or 3 months before we see anything again. They'll kind of flow stuff out steadily, but who knows? We really don't know much right now. I'm excited. I'm impressed. I knew I would be. DICE does, if they do only one thing incredibly well, it's hype and do trailers and things like that. And they put out a great, visually stunning product, and they haven't disappointed here at all. So let me know what you guys think. Again, remember, if you've enjoyed the video this far, please hit that like button. It helps me out a lot. I hate asking, but I got to. That's how the YouTube game is played. And I will talk to you soon, guys. I'm going to pump out a lot of videos, so keep coming back. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe so you don't miss a thing. Thanks, guys. Talk to you later. Take care.